Bad credit can feel like you're stuck in quicksand, right? Like no matter how hard you try to pull yourself out, you just keep sinking deeper. You see the ads everywhere. Credit repair, boost your score overnight. And you might be tempted to throw money at the problem hoping someone else can magically make it disappear. But what if I told you that you don't need to pay anyone to fix your credit? You heard that right. You can absolutely repair your credit yourself, and it's probably way easier than you think. No gimmicks, no complicated financial jargon, just a straightforward step-by-step method that actually works. Let's do this. The first step to tackling any problem is to understand exactly what you're dealing with. Before you can improve your score, you need to know what's bringing it down. This is where your credit report comes in. Think of your credit report like your financial report card. It's a detailed history of how you've managed your money, your loans, your credit cards, your payment history. It's all there. You can actually get your credit report for free. Head over to annualcreditreport.com. You can get one free report from each of the 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, every 12 months. Once you've got your reports, take some time to really dig in. Look for your credit score, of course, but more importantly, pay close attention to the individual items listed. Alright, so you've got your credit reports, you've poured yourself a nice cup of coffee, and you're ready to dive into the nitty-gritty. As you go through each item, keep an eye out for anything that looks off. This could be anything from a misspelled name to an incorrect account number. A late payment on an account you know you paid on time, that's definitely something to flag. Or maybe there's a credit card you've never even heard of listed on your report. That's a huge red flag. These are red flags, my friends, and you need to address them. Ignoring them could lead to bigger issues down the line. Sometimes information gets mixed up and it's not always your fault. It could be a clerical error or a mix-up at the credit bureau. Payments don't get recorded properly, and this can affect your credit score significantly. Or even worse, you could be a victim of identity theft. This is when someone uses your personal information to open accounts in your name. The good news is that disputing errors is usually a pretty straightforward process. You don't need to be a financial expert to do it. Most credit bureaus allow you to do it online, which is super convenient. You can do it from the comfort of your home. This saves you time and hassle, and you can track the progress of your dispute online as well. You'll need to provide some basic information about the item you're disputing, like the account number and the reason for your dispute. And you might need to upload supporting documents, like a bank statement showing a payment you made or a letter from the creditor. Once you've submitted your dispute, the credit bureau has 30 days to investigate. They will contact the creditor to verify the information. If they can't verify it, they have to remove it from your report. This can significantly improve your credit score and give you peace of mind. Let's talk about credit cards, shall we? Those little plastic rectangles can either be your best friend or your worst enemy when it comes to your credit score. See, a big chunk of your score is determined by something called your credit utilization ratio. It just means how much of your available credit you're actually using. Ideally, you want to keep your credit utilization below 30%. Think of it like this. If you have a credit card with a $10,000 limit, you want to keep your balance below $3,000. Now, if you're currently above that 30% mark, don't panic. We're going to get you back on track. The first step is to create a plan to pay down your balances. I recommend tackling the card with the highest interest rate first. Once you've got a plan, stick to it like glue. Set up payment reminders, automate your payments, whatever you need to do to make sure you're never late. Chapter 4. Never miss a beat, setting yourself up for payment success. Okay, let's be real for a second. Life gets busy, right? Between juggling work, family, and personal commitments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We've got a million things going on, and it's easy to forget about a bill payment here and there. Those bills can pile up quickly, and before you know it, you're staring at a mountain of due dates. But when it comes to your credit score, even one late payment can feel like a punch to the gut. It can take months to recover from a single missed payment, and the stress it brings is just not worth it. But here's the good news. Avoiding late payments is totally within your control. You have the power to set up systems that ensure you never miss a payment again. It's all about setting yourself up for success with the right systems in place. Think of it as creating a safety net for your finances. First and foremost, set up automatic payments whenever possible. This is one of the easiest and most effective ways to ensure your bills are paid on time. Most credit card companies and lenders offer this option, and it's a total game changer. You can set it up to pay the minimum amount, the full balance, or a fixed amount each month. You choose the payment amount and the date, and boom! The payment is made automatically without you even having to think about it. It's like having a personal assistant for your bills. If you're wary of automatic payments, set up calendar reminders on your phone. This way, you'll get a notification when a payment is due, giving you ample time to make the payment manually. Use a budgeting app that sends you payment alerts. These apps can be incredibly helpful, as they not only remind you of due dates but also help you keep track of your spending. Or go old school and write it down in a planner. Sometimes the act of writing things down can make them more memorable. Whatever works for you, just make sure you have a system in place that you'll actually use. Consistency is key, and with the right tools, you can stay on top of your payments and keep your credit score in great shape. Chapter 5, Don't Fall for the Trap. The Truth About Closing Old Accounts. Alright, let's talk about a common credit myth that trips a lot of people up closing old credit card accounts. It seems logical, right? You're not using the card anymore, so you might as well close it to avoid temptation. But here's the thing. Closing old accounts can actually hurt your credit score, and I'm going to tell you why. Remember that credit utilization ratio we talked about earlier? When you close an account, you're reducing your total available credit, which can increase your credit utilization ratio. So, what's the takeaway here? Instead of closing old accounts, leave them open. As long as you're not paying an annual fee, there's no harm in keeping them active. It'll help your credit utilization ratio, and it'll show lenders that you have a longer credit history, which is another factor that contributes to a good credit score. See how that works? Chapter 6. Level up your credit, introducing the secured credit card. Alright, let's talk about a scenario that some of you might be facing. You're trying to build or rebuild your credit, but you're having trouble getting approved for a traditional credit card. It's frustrating, right? It feels like a catch-22. You need credit to get credit, but don't worry, there's a solution. The secured credit card. It works like this. You put down a security deposit, usually a few $100s, and that deposit becomes your credit limit. Now here's the key. Use your secured credit card responsibly. Treat it like a regular credit card and make your payments on time every time. Over time, as you demonstrate responsible credit behavior, you'll start to see your credit score improve. It's a fantastic way to build credit from scratch or rebuild credit after a rough patch. Chapter 7. Patience, Young Padawan. The Long Game of Credit Repair. We've covered a lot of ground today, from uncovering errors on your credit report to managing your credit card balances like a pro. These steps are crucial, but they are just the beginning of your journey. You've learned some valuable strategies, and you're probably feeling pretty empowered to take control of your credit, right? It's a great feeling to know that you're making progress. But before we wrap things up, I want to leave you with one final crucial piece of advice. Be patient. Patience is not just a virtue, it's a necessity in the world of credit repair. We live in a world of instant gratification, where we want everything right now. It's easy to get frustrated when you don't see immediate results. But when it comes to credit repair, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Just like training for a marathon, it requires consistent effort and time. It takes time to build good credit, and it takes time to repair damaged credit. You might not see changes overnight, but every small step you take is a step in the right direction. But here's the thing. It's totally worth it. The effort you put in now will pay off in the long run. Having good credit opens up a world of opportunities. It can make a significant difference in your financial life. It can help you qualify for lower interest rates on loans, rent an apartment without a cosigner, and even land a job. These are just a few of the benefits that come with good credit. It gives you financial freedom and peace of mind, knowing that you're in control of your financial future. So stay the course, be patient, and keep working towards your goal. Your future self will thank you. And there you have it. We've reached the end of our credit repair journey together, and I hope you're feeling as empowered as I am. Remember, fixing your credit isn't rocket science. It's about taking control of your finances, making smart decisions, and being patient with the process. If you follow the steps we've outlined today, you'll be well on your way to a brighter financial future. If this video helped, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Frame by Frame for more practical tips. You've got this.